these cheap ass $5 Walmart ass camping chairs. Hey everybody, welcome back to the episode of the 3 Count. I am War Machine MJ. This is Mainstream Malcolm.
Oi.
There's no Rodimus Prime because he's a bitch, and we are the 3 Count Mafia. So we're gonna do a new. I'm gonna try a new format with this. You know, break up the monotony of it.
Try to be different.
Yeah, because you know, experimentation is the catalyst for success. So yeah.
Try some new shit up once.
Let's go ahead and start this. We're keeping that blooper in, but let's go ahead and start this with Super Showdown. Don't worry, I'm not going to bore you with all the particulars of the matches.
Still haven't watched that shit. Ow, fuck. Bought my cheek again. Ow.
You bought a chick. All right, cool, man.
I bought. Damn it.
You bought a chick. All right, we're cool. We're cool with it.
You know, we just live with that. I don't even care.
Got free eggs, or you got an alarm clock?
I had bit my cheek.
Yeah, you bit his cheek.
I hate that. Anyways.
So let me run down what happened. The show kicked off with the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. The New Day retained over the Bear.
Oh, that's what happened.
Yeah. Then they had the SmackDown Women's Championship match, where Charlotte defeated Becky by disqualification. What happened there was Charlotte locked in the figure 4. Or the figure 8. Becky grabbed her belt and just started smacking Charlotte with it.
God, get off me.
So, disqualification. John Cena's weird hair and Bobby Lashley.
JBL hair.
Yeah. Defeated Kevin Owens and Elias. Yeah. John Cena got into the match for 1 minute. Literally buried Elias with 6 moves.
And the last one is stupid.
The last one is just... It's a fucking punch.
I'm going.
It's a fucking dash punch.
I gotta walk away for a minute. I'll be right back. This is stupid.
Anyway, then the Iconics, who got a moderate pop.
Yeah.
They didn't really get a huge pop.
Anyway. You'd think they have one because they from Australia, so.
Yeah, but they're not from Melbourne. That was the thing.
Right.
Anyway.
Sydney.
Somewhere
around there.
Yeah. Somewhere in the metropolitan area.
Mm-hmm.
The Iconics defeated Asuka and Naomi. Whoop-de-doo. Next up was the no disqualification, no count-out, must be a winner WWE Championship match where AJ Styles defeated Samoa Joe. Yeah,
Did you say Asuka and Naomi won?
No, Iconics won.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
yep.
Of course.
Ronda Rousey and the Bella Twins defeated the Riot Squad.
Of course.
Yeah. Now, one match I will take a little time to talk about. And I would highly recommend, if you don't want to watch this show at all, I understand, but I would highly recommend you watch the Cruiserweight Championship match. Because they gave this exactly what it needed.
It was not in the pre-show anymore, thank God.
In fact, there was no pre-show.
Of course.
Yeah. But this was 3rd from the last. I'm sorry, 4th from the last. Anyway, Cedric Alexander came out there, and he was all smiles, didn't have an ounce of lose face. He was just, alright, I'm losing, but I'm happy to be here.
I'm great to be here, I feel great.
Yeah.
Love it.
Buddy Murphy got a huge response. The whole crowd popped for him.
Oh my God, Buddy!
Like this guy when he sees snow.
Yeah, it's true though. It's true.
Anyway, but yeah, this match was a straight up slugfest. It was down, dirty, high flying, and ugly. In fact, there was one moment where Cedric Alexander hit a top rope Michinoku driver.
Ew, that sounds terrible. That sounds great.
Woof. But the end of the match came about when Cedric hit the lumbar check and Buddy Murphy did the impossible and kicked out of the lumbar check.
I sucked a little bit too much wind there.
Yeah, you sucked a bit too much.
Aye.
Anyway, Moments after that, Cedric was laid out by Murphy's Law, and Buddy Murphy is the brand spanking new Cruiserweight champion. A 6-month reign snapped. And, hey, 6 months ain't nothing to sniff at. It's exactly what that division needed.
6 months of better championship than ever before, ever.
Especially after that last champion.
Ugh.
We're not even going to mention him.
Ew. Disgusting.
The last good Cruiserweight champion before Cedric
Was Neville.
Yeah, was the king of the cruiserweights. I wonder what Neville's up to now.
Jeez, I don't know.
Anyway.
I have no idea. I know.
Now to go back into just running this down. Next up, the Shield defeated the Dogs of War. Whoop-de-doo.
Of course.
This was actually a decent match. There was that spot where Braun got put through the barricade.
Through a spear.
Yeah. Like he was going to do that shoulder tackle, that running shoulder tackle he does to Ambrose.
Yeah.
And Roman intercepted it.
It's like, no, fuck you. You're not going to kill my friend. No.
Yeah, well, it was a cool spot. Next up, we had Mr. Small Package Daniel Bryan defeating the 2-minute man, The Miz.
2 minutes.
In a 2-minute #1 contendership match.
That could have been a lot longer.
Yeah. Well, if WWE goes through with Crown Jewel, hopefully Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles tear it down.
Tear it down. Tear it down.
And of course, surprise, surprise, Triple H defeated The Undertaker. And of course, Triple H and HBK got laid out by the Brothers of Destruction. We'll get to both of those guys in a bit. Now, to break up the monotony of it, we're going to go ahead and talk about the Mixed Match Challenge.
I didn't even watch this week's episode, really.
Did you watch last week's?
Yeah.
Okay. Save everyone a bit of time, because I'm not pulling up Mixed Match Challenge on my phone. I'm going to
go ahead and give the results.
I'm going to get to Raw. Raw!
Shit, I'm on it already.
Anyway, see, I told you. Busting out those yawns because you only got an hour and a half of sleep.
At least I got a little bit of sleep. Barely.
Barely. Anyway, I don't know who's facing off next week on Mixed Match Challenge, but
me neither.
Anyway, of course, Monster Eclipse defeated B&B this week, and then Phenomenal Flair defeated Fabulous Truth. AJ Styles defeated R-Truth with a roll-up.
That's sad.
That's how far R-Truth has come down the card.
I wish they could do a lot more with him, honestly. Because he's good. He's just, they don't have nothing for him or don't do anything for him.
The only thing they got going for him is the fact that he needs a straight man for his punchlines. Which is sad.
I know.
Anyway, let's go ahead and move on to Monday Night Raw.
Ugh.
Anyway, we kicked off the show with
Triple H.
With the game Triple H. Said, we had respect for you. We had respect. But then you went and pulled that bitch move.
Oh, no.
Well, to quote my good friends, no mas. That don't fly, no mas. So, at Crown Jewel, it's going to be Brothers of Destruction taking on Yah! D-Generation X. For one night only.
Because I'm Triple H.
Because I'm Triple H. And I will make a name for myself. God, this phone is a piece of shit. It can't stay locked onto the Wi-Fi long enough anyway.
At least yours is way better than mine. Mine's older as fuck. It's like 3 years old. Damn, I need to mute my phone ASAP. If I get next paycheck, which be Thursday.
Yeah, this coming Thursday. Anyway, but yeah, that's if Crown Jewel goes off. Apparently, there's a lot of controversy, and WWE is seriously thinking about canceling it.
Yeah, because they got the reporter being killed by the Saudi government.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yes, allegedly. Anything could have been happening. Maybe they try to save him, and
The truth of the story is he walked into the
the simp.
consulate.
Yeah, consulate embassy.
He went to the embassy, never came back out.
They talking about like a 15-man hit crew or whatever.
So far, that's what Turkey is saying.
That's alleged, so we don't know. We really don't know. Cause ain't no telling what happened.
Yeah.
I don't know. They could have tried to save him from some other shit. I don't even tell them. We'll
Allegedly, they have footage of it, but we're not going to dwell on it. Apparently, it's all just allegations.
It's political stuff. We're not going to get into that.
Anyway, next up we had
These nuts.
Bobby Lashley and his annoying-ass hype man Leo Rush defeating Kevin Owens.
Maybe annoying, but he's a good wrestler.
He's a good wrestler, but he was so annoying during this match.
I know. He was talking so much. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, stay on him. Stay on him. Lashley. Lashley.
Dude, I wanted to walk out of the house and just say, "Oh, fuck you!"
But yeah, Bob Lashley defeated Kev Owens. And, yeah, the crowd was super into Kevin Owens.
And they booed the fuck out of Lashley because he murdered his fucking knees.
Yeah, the post-match beat him down, so now we got heel Lashley.
I know they say he's been holding on to that injury for a while though, so.
Yeah, apparently this was a planned leave. Kevin Owens is going to get a much-needed knee surgery.
And hopefully he can actually do something for him when he come back.
Yeah.
Give him like a big push or some shit again.
Apparently that's why they had this this crap feud where he quit and then he returned like a week later.
Just try to, because of the injury.
Yeah.
Now both Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens out. Best friends are out.
Well, at least Kevin Owens will be back sooner because apparently it's going to be 4 to 8 months.
That's not bad.
Yeah. Sami Zayn's just going to miss, well, they're both going to miss the rest of this year, but Sami Zayn's longer because he's got both his shoulders working on.
Or like I'll say, shoulders.
Shoulders.
Yeah. I said that fucking one time and it just went viral. It went viral.
I wouldn't say viral.
Well, towards like between us.
It was a running joke.
Yeah. It was like it went viral between us friends.
Yeah. Anyway, next up we had a 6-woman rematch from Australia.
Of course, the same people won.
Of course, Rousey and the Bella Twins defeated Riot Squad.
What?
Well, hang on. I feel bad for the Riot Squad.
Because they just lost to the Bellas and shit?
They're getting buried by the Bellas. I'm not going to say Ronda Rousey because she's an active competitor.
But she's actually good.
Yeah. I mean, the Riot Squad is getting fed to the Bellas.
Just because they're the Bellas, because the Riot Squad's way better than that.
Yeah, they need to do something good with the Riot Squad, especially Ruby Riot. She's amazing.
You need to have her push for the championship, honestly.
Oh, yeah. But anyway, as this guy was alluding to, after the match, the Bellas beat down on Ronda Rousey.
And me and you was kind of surprised at first, and then we realized this should not be a surprise because we heard about this a long time ago.
Yeah, like I literally shouted out, I'm like, oh, fuck! Wait, what? Why am I surprised by this?
I was doing the same exact shit too. I was like, oh my god, oh wait a minute, I already know about this.
Why am I surprised by this? I saw this coming.
We all did.
Anyway, apparently the Riot, the Bellas gave their reasoning for why they did this, but I didn't give enough shit to pay attention.
You already know why, because she won the championship, all that shit.
But Ronda Rousey just called them ungrateful bitches or something like that. So, whatever.
They are, pretty much.
Next we have some more mixed match bullshit.
You should have seen her face, like, why?
She was like, poor Kay, then she was like, the fuck? Anyway. Next up we had more mixed match BS.
Malaya, whatever they call themselves.
B&B defeated Mahal Alicia.
So stupid.
Because the fuck not.
That name is so fun.
And next we had pulled this shit straight out of their ass segment of the night. It was Baron Corbin's Global Battle Royal
Mm.
for a slot in the WWE World Cup.
I swear some of those names were funny.
See, what kicked this off was before they went to commercial, there was a backstage segment where Heath Slater tried to get in on this.
Mm-hmm.
And Baron's like, I thank you for taking the initiative, but you're just not good enough.
Damn.
I'm just like, but he's got kids.
He needs a job. He needs this, man.
He needs his manhood back. He's got kids.
Yeah.
But I say they pulled this segment out of their ass because it's obvious that they hired local enhancement, with the exception of one person. We'll get to them in a second.
Mm-hmm.
It's obvious that they hired enhancement talent.
I feel like this came straight from Vince right there. That came straight from Vince McMahon himself. That's why.
Now, this was too lazy of writing, not too stupid of writing.
Good point.
Yeah, because they gave him really stupid names and really stupid props. Like there was one dude from Egypt, the Sultan of Shawarma.
You want anything, bro?
Give me a voltage.
All right.
I forgot to refill, so.
I'll refill.
Anyway, yeah, the Conquistador was in the match, and Corey Graves basically threw away every sense of the word kayfabe. He's like, I don't know who's under there. You know, the original Conquistadors, Edge, Christian, Matt, Jeff. It was good.
He just said, fuck hey, babe.
He's just like, I don't know who's under there, and he started prattling off the names. But yeah, Conquistador got out of there as soon as the match started. Baron Corbin just started tossing all the jobbers out. And then Conquistador came in there and just started trolling Baron Corbin.
Yeah, he trolled him so hard.
Then he started belting out some Olympic-level German suplexes.
Sorry.
And when he belted out the first one, I'm just like,
Kurt
holy
Angle.
fuck! Oh wait, holy fuck, Knuckles! It's Kurt Angle.
Of course it is.
He took off his mask, and lo and behold, it was Kurt Angle. But it's not Kurt Angle because he's still on vacation, or so he says.
Yeah. Okay, we got it. But yeah, as soon as I saw that first two fucking super, I was like, Kurt Angle. Okay.
Kurt Angle, you know.
Kurt Angles.
Next up, we had my girl Ember Moon defeating Nia Jax via countout.
Oh, really? No.
Yeah.
I didn't really see that match, anyways.
All they did was just hugged it out at the end.
Because they friends.
Next up was some more Evolution nonsense.
Evolution.
So what they did was they turned 2 matches into 1. So now it's going to be
Tag team.
It's going to be Mickie James and Alexa Bliss against Trish Stratus and Lita. I don't know, maybe they're doing this so they can take some pressure off of Alexa Bliss since apparently she's injured. Well, I don't know the severity of it, that's why I'm quoting. Just like Pete Dunne is injured.
Even though it could be serious, we don't know.
Apparently Sasha Banks isn't injured anymore.
She's just taking a break.
But no, like, she's back on the house show circuits right now.
Oh, yeah.
So apparently they're going to line something up for Evolution.
Have her face somebody. Some legend. Or
Yeah.
some type.
Next up was Soulless Bob Roode and Chad Gable defeating the Disposition.
Pretty much.
And before Chad Gable could even celebrate, AOP just laid them both out.
Because they should be champions right now.
They should be champions. They even have Drake Maverick, who's not
actually dressed properly this time.
Yeah, I mean he's not wearing the stupid kitty uniform.
Mustafa Ali.
Mustafa Ali.
Oh God.
Next we had Paul Heyman spitting more shit.
Talking about how Brock Lesnar is gonna beat them again. I'm like, bullshit and fuck you.
Yeah, I was on my way out the door when he started saying we. I was just like, no, shut the fuck up. I can't take you seriously now because you're saying we.
We.
It's like, we. I'm just like, stop it.
You're making me laugh.
Do you need to go take a leak, or are you trying to speak French? Yeah. Anyway, then finally the main event, another rematch from Australia. The Dogs of War, this time defeating the Shield and causing more tension in the Shield.
Tension.
Causing more cracks than that cancer that cracked Captain America's shield. That is an actual thing. I cannot make this up.
Please explain. Is it from the comics?
From the comics, yes.
You said some kind of cancer that actually cracked.
Cancer broke Captain America's
How
shield.
in the actual fuck?
I have no clue.
It's vibranium. You can't break that. I mean, you can. It can be done, but not no cancer.
It's the comics.
Oh.
Anyway.
Yeah, they can just make up anything at the point.
But they showed more of the cracks in the shield as Dean Ambrose walked away from Roman and Seth at the end of the match.
And they just look at each other like, did he just walk away from him?
They're like, the fuck, bro? Where are you going?
I'm going home, man. Fuck. I'm tired of shit.
He pulled a Griffey and went home.
I'm going home.
Except for, unlike Griffey, he actually went home.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I can't go home because we gotta go work.
Yeah.
But this is 8 hours though, so I'm cool.
Yeah. But Dean Ambrose said later in the Fallout video, he said, I don't know where I belong anymore.
He's a drifter now.
He can't be a drifter.
Corey got one.
Yeah, Elias has got that.
When are they gonna do something with this, man? When are they gonna do something with actual? When they're gonna actually do something with Elias, like a championship run or something?
Okay, it's like he made one of What Culture's list recently. I think it was
the stuff, you know what I mean? He's like one of the characters that can be over and don't have to do shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they said he's not a good wrestler.
What are you talking about? He's good.
But he's over as an entertainer.
I mean, he seemed alright to me as a wrestler.
He just has the basics, that's it.
Well, yeah.
He's a Vince guy, he's Big Bill.
He's good.
He's broad-shouldered, he's built.
He's good at the ring. I'll say decent, maybe decent at best. It's good.
Like I said, he's like the WNBA. He's got the basics down pat.
Yeah.
They got the basics down. They don't do anything flashy, but they got the basics.
Like every now and again they do something. Ugh. Shit.
Okay, I'll put it to you this way: they're not NBA flashy.
No, of course not.
They have the basics down pat.
The fundamentals.
The fundamentals. There we go. Next up, again, still breaking up the monotony here. We're going to go with the Mae Young Classic for this week.
I'll just be quiet.
As the quarterfinals kicked off, or not quarterfinals, the second round. There we go.
Oh God, excuse me.
We started the episode off with the Genius of the Sky, Io Shirai.
That sounds badass.
Oh yeah, defeating Zeuxis with a Asai moonsault. Io Shirai is definitely a talent to be watched. Named one of the best female competitors in Japan. So then, second match we had the specialist of the Fujiwara armbar, Diana Perazzo, defeating Mae Young Classic returnee Xia Li with the Rings of Saturn. Yeah.
Damn, I should have took this pills, even though it just got to me. I might just buy some more allergy pills at Walmart.
Yeah, make sure you go with non-drowsy.
Yeah, non-drowsy pills.
Then third match, we had the girl with the shiniest wizard, no innuendo intended. Tegan Knox defeating Nicole Matthews with, lo and behold, a shining wizard.
Yeah, it's in the name.
Hey man, she's got to stick with her bread and butter if she wants to win. And then in the final match of the night, we had the comeback story of the tournament, Caitlyn getting bounced out of the tournament by former knockout champion Mia Yim. Oh, this was a stiff affair.
Say hello.
But hey, she's looking better than she ever did.
She looks strong as fuck.
And to be honest, Caitlyn was one of my favorites in the Divas division.
I know, right? Oh, I can't believe I heard that.
Well, that was the time she was in.
it was facts. It's facts.
It's facts.
But she was one of the best ones. She was one of my favorites.
Her and AJ Lee were the only ones I actually liked. And that the rest of them
Can eat it.
can go.
They can go.
They had actually no talent.
They were just there for the good looks and stuff.
Yeah, that's where the Bellas came from. They came from the Divas era.
Ugh, that era sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the Mae Young Classic. So we got another 4 matches this coming week. And another stacked Wednesday night, as it was announced yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday. It was announced Thursday that NXT UK will be streaming on the WWE Network Wednesday.
So that's 4 shows.
4 shows.
That's ridiculous.
Well, I was going to say back to back to back to back, but NXT UK is going to broadcast England time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
So it's going to be the last show, apparently, for us.
Yeah. I mean, it won't stay 4 shows because Mae Young Classic is quickly wrapping up. Of course, the finals have already been set. It's going to take place at Evolution. Someone versus someone. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on to SmackDown Live.
What?
Episode 999. 9. Anyway, come on, load up. I don't want to do previews. I already know what the preview is going to be. Rey Mysterio is going to return and defeat Shinsuke Nakamura.
I feel like that's going to happen anyway.
Oh yeah, as far as the World Cup is concerned, because that match was a World Cup qualifier.
World Cup, my ass.
John Cena got a buy-in into the fucking World Cup.
Just because he's John Cena.
Yeah. You know what the main event of that World Cup should be? Seth fucking Rollins taking on Kenny fucking Omega.
Oh yeah, bro, let's do it.
And the winner takes on Tommaso fucking Ciampa.
Do it.
Because apparently he wants in on that action.
I saw where on that Wrestle Talk, not Wrestle Talk, Jesus Christ. What culture? Talking about where wrestlers got jacked.
Yeah.
He was like number 1. And when I saw the before picture, I was like, that's him? That
Yeah.
was him?
He was lanky.
God, he looks so yeah, he changed a lot, man. He changed for the better now though.
Oh yeah. I mean, Tommaso Ciampa, to be honest, that's how I want to look when all my hair goes. Want to be built, bald, bearded. Fierce as fuck.
Still be good.
Yeah. Anyway, but
I wish I could grow a beard like that, but I can't because I genetically can't do that.
yeah.
I hate that.
Anyway, but if you don't know what I was talking about before, Seth Rollins says he wants to take on Kenny Omega to prove he is the best wrestler in the world. Kenny said, okay, gee, sure wish we had a stage to do that on.
I know. I just wish it would be. I just wish it was that easy, but you know how it is. WWE gonna be like, oh well, you gonna have to come here and all that good shit, and
you're gonna come here, and it's gonna be like 5 years after your stock has fallen before we give the match everyone wants to see.
And pretty much after everyone forgot about it at that point.
Yeah. But now, apparently on Twitter today, Tommaso Ciampa, the current NXT champion, said, interesting, I get winner.
Do it.
I'd watch that.
Dude, I'll watch that. Take my fucking money.
Be the next TakeOver main event.
Dude, oh yeah.
Anyway, we kick off SmackDown with the SmackDown Women's Championship. If Becky Lynch got disqualified, she lost the title.
No more champion for you.
However, this match ended in a double countout.
And it went out. It's awesome as fuck.
But this match was pretty good for bell to bell. It was great. And Becky Lynch tried to pull the same shenanigans she pulled at Super Showdown.
I'm just gonna get out of here. I'm tired. I'm done.
Charlotte wasn't going to have any of it. and Becky Lynch wound up taking her title and going home. Turned right around into a spear into the LED board, a la Jericho Rhino.
Yeah.
And when Charlotte came out,
my hand, red everywhere. Oh
Yeah.
my god. Oh.
she was selling sliced hand.
Slice
Yeah,
hand.
it ain't sliced bread no more. It's sliced hand.
Yeah.
Next up, we had WWE Bullshit Cup qualifier.
It's such bullshit. It's not. It's nothing world. It's nothing worldly about it. It's just a cup.
We had Jeff Hardy defeat Samoa Joe in another spot.
Which is sad, honestly, because he's just not really 100% at all.
Yeah, which this World Cup, it looks like a AmeriCup, because you've got,
Looks like Americans.
yeah, and of course I think the running joke is how many times Tom Phillips can say to determine the best in the world when he talks about World Cup. Maybe we should turn that into a drinking game. Every time he says it, we take a shot.
Hell yeah.
Next up, we had a wildly entertaining episode of Miz TV.
Mm-hmm.
Miz, he had Daniel Bryan and AJ Styles as his special guests. He brought out AJ, said, after that war with Samoa Joe, how's your family? And AJ got real defensive. Miz is like,
about my family, cuz.
Miz is like, whoa, 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 mean that in a good way. I have a family too. I just want to know if they're okay.
He's like, yeah, they're okay.
And then that led into his point. He's just like, well, you know who's not going to go after your family? Somebody that I'm going to be professional about, Daniel Bryan.
Mm-hmm.
That's how he said it. He's just like Daniel Bryan.
Of course, because they still don't like each other.
Yeah. Daniel Bryan came out there and Miz tried to stir the pot. Try and get Daniel Bryan and Styles to beat each other up. And so Styles is like, Daniel, let me ask you a question. What did it feel like punching Miz in the face?
It felt great.
It felt great. I got I worked out a lot of stress. Really? I knocked his tooth out. And Miz got real defensive. He said, enough. I didn't want you guys to turn your attention to me. And he basically just kind of slapped both men in the face with a little bit of truth. I forgot what he said to Daniel Bryan, but he said to AJ, he's just like, you want to know why the WWE Championship hasn't main evented these co-branded pay-per-views?
Mm-hmm.
Look in a mirror.
I was like, damn.
I was like, ow.
Ow.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of true.
But yeah, his point...
I think he said, Dan Bryan, he said something about Dan Bryan. Talking about, I ain't worried about you or some shit like that, because I beat you. I've beaten you.
Yeah, I've beaten you. I've knocked you out.
Yeah.
There we go. But Miz's main point was, whoever wins at Crown Jewel,
I got it.
I got dibs.
I got dibs.
Yeah. Dibs, winner, whatever.
Same thing.
I got chicken dinner.
I don't need no more food right now. I'm full.
Anyway, that led into the next match. A man that should be on TV more, Shelton Benjamin.
I know, he's too good to be in the sidelines like that. It's ridiculously.
I'm sorry, former Suzuki Gun member, Shelton X Benjamin.
What?
Yeah, he competed under Suzuki Gun.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What? I learned something every day.
But yeah, Shelton Benjamin lost to former Bullet Club leader AJ Styles.
That's cool.
But yeah, this.
I just didn't know he was Suzuki, man. Damn.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh my god.
But like this guy says, Shelton Benjamin is too good to keep off TV.
Like he's better than that. He's way better than that. Honestly.
I mean,
come on, dude.
He had an absolute banger of a match against Daniel Bryan last week.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of absolute banger, we had the rest of One Night in Milwaukee.
You got played.
What really made this dumb was they picked up where they left off, which was exactly what I was thinking. Like Lana said, I want you, uncomfortable pause, to know how important you are to Rusev.
Okay.
And then Aiden tries to go in for, a hug or something. And he's just like, pause.
No.
I'll show the rest of the footage when Rusev gets out here. Rusev's like, play the footage. He's like, nope, no man should ever see it. This is a family show. So, which means he was inferring a little, Anyway, Lana comes out there. It's like, no, I can play the footage. You got hacked. Change your passwords from I Heart Rusev, freak.
You creeper.
So, they played the footage. Aiden goes in for the hug, and Lana's like, pump the brakes. No. No entry. Denied.
I'm married.
Block. Blah, 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 blocked. And then, the crowd started chanting freak as soon as, creep.
Creep, yeah.
Creep. They started chanting creep as soon as the footage stopped.
Shit.
And Aiden, ever so thinking on his feet, he's just like,
when we get bored of Rusev days,
well, the offer still stands. When you get bored of Rusev days,
you can have an Aiden night. And then Rusev just came down and beat
which prompted Rusev to beat his ass.
Why would you say that? And you got Rusev outside right there in front of you. You just know you won't get your ass beat.
Well, why would he say that? Because he knows he got caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
So he's already fucked.
So he might as well go for the cookie.
You know what? Might as well just try it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Let's see what happens.
Anyway, yeah. That's probably going to get contested in Crown Jewel. Who knows? Whatever.
Ain't no telling. Yeah.
Speaking of nuts, we had the final qualifier of the night for the WWE America Cup. We had Randy Orton defeating The Big Show.
The Big Show.
Well,
I'm having fun.
He's having fun. Yeah, Big Show's in great shape.
I just wish they can capitalize on that.
Yeah. No, apparently, whenever he retires, apparently he's got a gig with WWE. As
behind the scenes.
Well, as a
ambassador.
Yeah, ambassador for Boys and Girls Club and Make a Wish and all this.
Make a Wish.
I mean, it's good stuff. I just don't like seeing it that much because it's just like, oh, I feel bad for these kids.
Yeah, I don't want to see that shit either.
I mean, I wouldn't say shit. It's just...
I don't want to see that neither.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh, suddenly I feel bad for these kids. Because they're, like, sick and shit.
Because they're going through so much.
Yeah. They got big dreams, but some of them don't quite make it.
Which is sad and depressing, but true, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate truth, but...
It's really unfortunate.
Good on WWE for, providing a little charity work. Albeit it's just to keep their sponsors happy, but what the fuck ever.
Well, they're doing it for all the wrong reasons. If they just gonna think about the sponsorship.
Yeah, WWE doing all the wrong reasons. Gee, why does that sound so familiar?
Because they do that all the time.
They did that last year with I almost said Crown Jewel.
Jesus Christ.
Greatest House Show.
Oh yeah, they just like, we don't care. We just want the money.
It's like, we want the money. Screw having our women compete.
We can't have fucking Sami Zayn because he's Syrian and y'all get pissed off at him.
I wouldn't say they decided to keep him out.
I think it was WWE.
No, he said he'd rather stay out.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like personal reasons.
Yeah, personal reasons.
Personnel reasons.
Yeah. But no, their thing was, oh, we're gonna change Saudi Arabia one thing at a time.
And none really happened. Because they still don't let women do most things at all.
Not to mention, half the show was put together by, or half the show was planned out by the
Saudi government.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, we're paying you for this show. We're going to run it our way.
And I know one of the Saudi guys was like a fan of the Attitude Era and shit. Like back to old wrestling when Hulk Hogan and all that happened.
That was before Attitude Era, because yeah.
Yeah, that's before then.
They tried to get certain. They tried to get WWE to pick up on certain old stars.
And then some of them he requested are dead already.
Yeah, like Ultimate Warrior and Yokozuna.
You do know they did right.
So now apparently they're just going to go for Attitude Era nostalgia this time around.
Of course.
That's why they're having DX versus BOD
DX.
at Crown Nuts.
Yeah.
At Family Jewels.
Fucking A.
God, this phone blows.
At least you don't have to worry about mine, because mine's just
I'm having to wait for this goddamn thing to connect to the Wi-Fi.
Hurry up. How long have you been having that phone, though?
Like, that's the old phone. Huh? My new phone's on charge over there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
I'm thinking that's your damn phone right there.
Hell no.
Damn. I just need another phone, period. And I'm going to get a case for mine this time. I really need to get a case for my next phone, honestly. Because I keep dropping my shit.
Because you're stupid.
You're stupid.
You're the one that keeps dropping your stupid phone.
It'll be accidents most of the time, bro.
Yeah, I can already see one of them was an accident. Ah, I'm mad because I lost that Call of Duty. Ah, just go beat it on the pavement.
No. I would never do that. I'd be stupid as hell. If I'm gonna be mad at Call of Duty, I'm just gonna be mad at Call of Duty. I'm not gonna hit anything or just destroy something.
And I'd just be like that one kid who just like straight punched through his TV.
Holy shit.
Or be like that one FIFA kid that took his chair and just like slugged it through his TV.
Why would you do that, sir? Now you gotta get another damn TV. Good job, dumbass. I saw that video, I'm just like, you stupid fuck. I think he got like Cristiano Ronaldo and he just flipped the shit.
I don't know. Sucker sucks to me.
I'll watch it when it's the like the World Cup and the Olympics and shit. Other than that, fuck that.
I don't. It's boring. They just kick the stupid ball around and half of them just like, flop. Like, oh.
Oh, he hit me. Red card, yellow card. Oh my god, you bitch.
Especially that one soccer match where that one player flopped out and then he died on the field. Then he got to the gates of heaven. It's like, penalty kick.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, Kim Peel.
Yeah.
Kim Peel.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, started 205 Live off with the man of the hour, the hype man of the Bobby Lashley man,
My man.
Leo Rush, taking on Power Ranger Lince Dorado. His gear looks like a Power Ranger.
It was like, which color was he?
No, like he had he had like the red camo.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that.
So he was basically the leader.
Anyway, Lince Dorado was getting the better of Leo Rush until, for some weird reason, Maria Kanellis popped out on the stage, and then Lince Dorado got his ass handed to him by Mike Kanellis.
So weird. Like, why would you do that? That's out of nowhere.
Hey man, distractions work.
I mean, yeah.
You can't ambush somebody if they see you coming from like a mile away.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, so now Mike and Maria Kanellis are part of the 205 Live roster. At least they're finally doing something with these two.
I know, right? About time.
I mean, part of the reason they weren't doing anything with these guys...
She was pregnant and injured.
Okay, I didn't hear the injury part, but she was pregnant, but he was also, getting through his addiction issues.
Yeah.
He was in rehab.
He's getting his shit together.
Yeah.
He's jacked now. He's so jacked as fuck.
So,
he was one of the people on that list, too.
Yeah, that made an incredible transformation.
Yeah.
He looked so doughy before then, though.
I know, right?
Anyway.
Damn.
But, let's see what happened. Oh yeah, Drew Gulak, Jack Gallagher stated their reasons why they beat down on Brian Kendrick last week. I forgot.
It's probably some crazy bullshit reason. Probably.
Yeah. And then in 2 weeks we're gonna get Hideo Itami, Mustafa Ali,
Oh damn.
last man standing match.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Mm.
And this week's main event was the premier athlete, Tony Nese, defeating Cedric Alexander.
Okay.
Yeah. Cedric got beat
Eight out man.
by the guy who's got 8 reasons why he's better than you. I would count him off, but I'm smuggling a keg. I don't have washboard.
I got a super keg over here, so I can't do that either.
Well, you know what? If we're comparing, you got a keg. I got a 2-liter.
Yeah, that fits the description quite well.
Yeah. Cool. And finally, we're going to end off the show with the black and yellow brand.
Mm-hmm.
Green and purple, green and purple. You be half a day. I smoked some good kush. I think I smoked something called George Bush.
Damn.
This week's NXT was fantastic. If the results will fucking love. Thank you. Result. Start the night off with the NXT champion Tommaso Ciampa and his apparently talking title belt.
What?
Yeah, it talks to him. He just holds it up.
Oh yeah.
It's basically, calling out the Dream, saying the Dream's not putting any respect on his name, making some fake allegations, all this, that, and the other, which prompted the Velveteen Dream to come out there. And he told Tommaso, he's just like, I'm more than enough man for you to handle. And I can beat you if given the chance. Tommaso holds up his belt. He's just like, the title belt says, and keep in mind, it said this, it says you're not tough enough. Because Velveteen Dream was on Tough Enough.
Oh, right.
So I sat there, I was like, oof.
What? Who said that to him?
Tommaso Ciampa.
Right, yeah.
Anyway, then another person interrupted these two. Wifey Cross interrupted them.
Oh, dear God.
I love Nikki Cross.
I know.
She's so great.
I know.
She came in the ring. She was playing with the tassels on Velveteen Dream's jacket. Slapped the microphone out of his hand.
I can see that happening right now.
Got uncomfortably close to Tommaso Ciampa. Tried reaching for his title belt. They just kept going, come on, knock it off. Go away, knock it off. And when he tried to speak, she slapped the microphone out of his hand. When he reached for it, she kicked it. And then she got down on the canvas right next to the mic and started saying, I know what you don't. I know what you don't. So.
It's fucking weird, but it's funny.
I love Nikki Cross.
Me too.
I'm so glad she's not on the main roster right now.
This is what she needed. She just needed to stay a little bit longer.
Next up, we had the limitless Keith Lee, bask in his glory. Defeated.
But I'd just be there all day.
Because he is fantastic. Anyway, he defeated the finest Kona Reeves.
Ooh.
A.K.A. Bootleg Takahashi.
It's just bootleg version, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Anyway, he beat him with, let's see, what was it? The Supernova. It wasn't the Spirit Bomb.
Oh, that's actual move.
Yeah.
Actual moves.
It's a sit-down power bomb.
It makes sense.
Yeah. But no, he's nerdy, so that's awesome. Keith Lee's great.
That's why me and you connect him kind of as fans in a way.
Anyway, next up we had Cassius Ohno again asking William Regal about his shiny new toy.
Mm.
The next talent that got signed. He implied that there was a bromance between William Regal and his shiny new toy.
So I want to see that.
Yeah. Writings on the wall. We all know who he's talking about.
The one that looks like he's high all the time and that he's an MMA expert.
The king of the bros.
The bros.
So yeah, they're setting up for Cassius Ohno to take on Matt Riddle at TakeOver War Games. War Games! Speaking of War Games, next up was the triple threat for the North American Championship. It was the champion Ricochet defending against the UK champion Peter Dunne and the former North American champion, say it with me, Adam Cole, baby! You didn't say it with me.
I'm sorry.
You suck.
It's just too late. That's too late. It's just too late.
But this was a brutal encounter. There was that nice move where there was that nice segment where Ricochet went for that second rope moonsault, and instead of eating one super kick to the face, he ate 2 super kicks to the face.
Damn.
Yeah. So this was an ugly ass match.
Ugly as fuck.
But Ricochet beat Peter Dunne with a springboard 450.
Oh, it was you one. Nice.
And so he is still the NXT North American champion. Oof. That's it for this week's 3 count. You know, we watch the bullshit, so you don't have to.
I mean, if you do, that's okay, but I'd rather you not, so we can do our job.
We said so they don't have to. We didn't say so they don't want to, or they don't need to.
Because you can do it. You can do it.
You can be gay. Anyway.
No.
Everybody gay. Damn, I missed my login date for this one. Anyway. What was it? Yeah. Since we're in the spirit of experimentation for this channel, I had to save myself there. We're going to try something new this coming Monday. We're going to record our reactions to Monday Night Raw. Get ahead of the 3 count curve.
Yeah.
We're going to see how that plays out. Since all 3 of us will be here, and Rodimus will finally get to cut his Scott Steiner promo. Because he's a fat bastard.
You fat bastard.
Anyway, as far as upcoming stuff goes, we are going to do a preview and review for WWE Evolution. We are not doing a fucking preview or review for Family Jewels.
No, there's no need for that.
No, it's just a glorified house show.
Again.
Because at this point, it is still underway. The only thing WWE has done drastically is they removed all mention of Saudi Arabia from their tweets.
Because the shit that's going on right now.
So it's pretty much, hey, we're still going to do this thing, but we're not going to mention your country. Okay, thanks. Okay, bye.
We're out of here.
Anyway, but you know what we're also going to be doing a preview and review on? Ultima Lucha Quattro. Oof. And it's going to be the return of the Zero Miedo match.
Yeah.
So.
Fuck.
So see, I think it's a 2-parter again.
It is?
Yeah.
Shit.
So yeah, be on the lookout for those. Like I said, we're going to have a Monday Night Raw edition of 3 Count coming up this Monday. Or, actually, no. We'll record it Monday, but I'll upload it Tuesday.
You say you was off Monday, right?
Yeah, I'm off Monday.
So we all pretty much off.
Yep.
Nice.
So with that being said, I am War Machine MJ. This is
MALCOLM.
BITCH. Anyway, that's Mainstream Malcolm, and we will see you fuckers next time. Yeah, let's not get whipped this time.